What's up, Gilbert? And Gilbert, I forgot to message you, but it's taken care of. It should be in this next package you get. Facebook is just gonna have the same title. I don't even care. Gilbert, it's Monday. You can't type me a sentence like that. Give me 1 second. Hold on. These breaks will be in next week's pick. Correct. Yes. No. Hi. Hello.
Why are you being so mean?
I'm not. What do you... What is it?
My scrunchie. My hair.
Any plans to pass out gaming? Yes. For let's guess who cultures. Probably today. Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm watching.
You're making me nervous.
It's okay.
Stop looking at me. I'm just
They're
kidding.
all looking at you.
No, they're not. I can't see them though.
Well, they're watching. Oh, somebody ate all her dinners? Did you eat all your dinners? Look, they're so proud of themselves. They're like, we ate our dinners.
I don't know. It's not updated yet, but I'll message you who. Okay.
What is your problem?
Okay. Let me DM you these people because they get 4 times points. While we're waiting for these breaks to fill, I'll do the gift cards. Oh, I already messaged them to you. The only person that you don't have is Kyle Saxton. He's in all 3. Yeah, I know. I didn't give them out yet, but I have them all on a list. That follow age, Mr. Saxton. I feel like you've done that already before. All right, let me just do these gift cards real quick. So while I'm doing this, make sure you guys grab some spots in the first couple. I know today was going to be a little bit dead because of we were literally live all weekend. Today will be the last day of Temporal Forces on its own. Oh, good luck, my friend. I just copied and pasted your name instead of the gift card code. That's good. $22 is half full. Everything is pretty close to full, or half full. I mean, notoriously, Gilbert. Sometimes it'll update like when it hits whatever next like receiving center it hits. Pretty much. These days, dude, when people are doing the job that they're paid to do, they're doing you a favor. Just remember that. Oh, that's good. It's it's how it is right now, dude. I don't know why. Where? No, because I want to do that when the jerseys come in, so then I don't have like missing, like where I have to like go back and keep giving people one by one. Where? What's up, Sven? All right, all the gift cards that I have on record right now have been sent out. And if you're curious how people got those, they got them for watching the gaming channel and winning them. All right, 22 is almost full. I'm gonna get the boxes out. As an added incentive, just for today in the breaks, I will say if you grab a spot, you get quadruple points. Just for today, though. Yep. Makes it easier for you too. And I know today was going to be like this because it's literally a day after release. But just one more day of temporal forces alone. All right, 3 left. I'm going to ask them today, real man. All right, 22 is full. Thank you very much for filling that up, Gilbert. We'll get the ball rolling. Last time you picked up those spots on Saturday, it paid off pretty good. So I'm assuming it's going to happen again. Literally got you one of the rarest alts. No, because The agreement, real man, is the load was going to be split between 2 people, so I have to find somebody else. I saw Gucci. Next 2 breaks have spots available. 22 is good to go though. About to start opening now. Next gold is 1500. That's good. Would that be a bad thing though? I think that'd be pretty okay. Bro, we've had nothing but rain today. This weather is driving me nuts. Nice little raging alt. You know what card that would good or look good next to is the alt Aerodactyl. Keep that like prehistoric motif. Dinosaur vibes on that? Absolutely. Give me a shiny Mankey. I don't know what I got for catching that dinosaur egg. I know Real Man got like a symbol next to it, but I don't know what it was. It like didn't tell us. Shuckle with a chef's hat. Audrey. Colorless. You call that Slim Jims? Nah, shuffle to the chef's hat. That's colorless. Dang, dude. Boo the Bear caught the only mank. Raging Bolt. What's up, Bulbasaur? I like the game that I was playing yesterday, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to grind at the level 39. It's pretty, like... it's going to take a lot. Like, it'll be less of a grind, because the biggest grind I ever did was for that ghost skin in Sea of Thieves. But, like, it's still, like, taxing to play that many games. And I think it's a time, like, limited event. The Velociraptor goes to water, Audrey. Another Shuckle with a chef's hat. What's up, JT? Prime Catcher. One of the best. What do they call these? A-specs? What original ones? That's the first time we've had that rarity. Or is it not? I wasn't really opening packs during the black and white era. Like pre-Sun and Moon, obviously, like, I opened a couple packs here and there personally, but on the channel, it was like Evo, Roaring Skies. Yeah, they look really nice. People were sleeping on the XY sets, legit. But it's just history repeating itself. People slept on the Sun and Moon sets. Now they're gone. Everybody wants them. It's wash, rinse, and repeat. Because, like, everything from XY, like, I could get my hands on at that point, even though it had been out for a while. Ooh, that's a rare alt for Trainer. Alicia. Very nice. That's a big hit. Gold stars? I mean, if you think about it, the gold stars, like, were before full art, were they not? like before they did full art on cards. So like that was what they did for something special. Now we have alts and stuff like that. So like to go back and do Black Stars, it would have to be like in a holiday set. Where like it's kind of like celebrations almost. I don't think it would do that well on its own. If that makes sense. It's like regressing on what, like, pushing the limit of putting on a card was. What's the action? Thank you for that sub. Appreciate you. Oh, that set was. I had a couple of the Fireworks rares in my binder from when I was a kid. Why do I keep forgetting the set? Revolution? No. What the hell was the set? It's Monday, dude. I can't remember things right now. There you go. Legendary Collection. It wasn't Revelation. Yeah, I think I have a Magikarp, a Vulpix, and a Magnemite. Maybe more. But if you think about it, like, back then, it would be like pulling like one of these. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a hit back then. I'm glad I put them in a binder, though. Would have been even better if I just penny sleeve top loaded, but I was a child. I did not know. That Torterra is clean, by the way, Gilbert. Ghastly. For Mr. Saxton. Which I still don't know why they skipped Haunter. Especially like when he was like maybe one of the coolest ones. People like get mad at me when they say like, why don't you like binders? But I had a binder from like when I was a kid. It came with me whenever I moved. Otherwise, like I didn't touch it other than like, you know, sometimes looking through it. Because they were in a binder, the conditions weren't always great because they were in a binder. Like, and people have said like, well, this is a really nice binder. It doesn't matter. Over time, the binder is like, it will warp your cards. But like Haley and her mom, like just like whenever like they were just hanging out, they're like, "Can we help you?" Like, because I was taking all of my cards that were when I was a kid from the binder and putting them in penny sleeves and top loaders, and they just did it and they got it done in like a couple days. Yeah, it's too much weight, but if you think about it too, dude, like. You think about like a card versus like a heavy piece of like plastic with pages on top of it. Over time, it's gonna bend. Like, it's just like what you're dealing with. See, I would not even do that. Like, it's penny sleeve top loader in like a cardboard box with no stress on it, or grade it. I would say that like top loader in a binder might even make it worse because that's more weight in it. But if you don't care about condition, you know, by all means. A lot of people don't if they like play the game. But like, if you're, the reason why I say it is because if you care about condition, you're going to hate yourself in 5 years when everything is like not as perfect as it was. And I'm not saying that like to hate on binders or like I'm saying it from experience because coming from a person who had their binders from when they were a kid and like taking the cards out one by one and penny sleeve and top loading, you see how much of a wear it has. And it like wasn't like a cheapy binder. It's a nice one. It was a nice one. Here and there. More of a podcast person though. You're talking about semi-rigid. So they suggest you should only use semi-rigid when you're submitting. That's their suggested sleeve that you should use when you're submitting it to them. The reason why is because they cut it and your card comes out easy. In a top loader, it's not always the easiest to take it out, and they might mess up your card because they're human. They're not, you know, robots. They are robots. You know, you might be onto something there, real man. I've never personally met like the workers that are grading the cards at PSA. So the natural assumption, because I haven't met them, is they're probably robots. If I pull you, well, that's very kind of you. Salvatore. Yeah, they because if you think about it, dude, it's not just their card, like your cards they're grading. It's thousands upon thousands of cards. They, you know, are careful, but they need an optimized process. And when they suggest something, you should do it because it makes their life easier and your card will be safer. Well, that's it. That's if we pull one. Master Ball. Very nice. Alicia doing well with that trainer spot. I just submitted a card for my cousin. He had a Messi auto. And he had a Cristiano Ronaldo auto too. He loves Cristiano and he hates Messi, so he's just immediately going to sell the Messi. Can't believe I pulled the Chase the first break. Which one? Are you talking about on release or today? The reason why I enjoy a set like this is because I've heard about 3 or 4 different chases from 3 or 4 different people, or multiple people. Well, Real Man, they were selling their own sleeves and like top loaders. They did that already. They didn't say it was the ones that it's submitted with, but like you could assume. I thought they melt it down and maybe use it for the cases, like the slabs. Wait, hold on. What'd you say? One thing I thought about when sending cards is if they ever swap your card with a worse one. PSA would never do that. Like, they scan your card on arrival. Now, if you go to like one of these other 3-letter companies that just came out in the past couple of years, I would expect it, honestly. But like PSA and Beckett, you're going to be safe. I've submitted thousands of cards. I've never had an issue where I thought that. All the hollow patterns have slight differences. Imperfections are a good thing, I think, in sets. When there's like a weird error here and there, I think it makes it more exciting. People like say like, oh, quality control, blah blah blah. I think it's okay if it's iffy quality control, because it makes it interesting. The most recent one was that one Fire Energy that Gilbert gave to Audrey that had, it was 2 different colors. Since release, I think it's like around 10 cases. So like over 2,000 packs. Not a bad start. What's that? We've pulled cards from Burning. It was a hyper that had 2 different cards on it. It wasn't like perfectly half, but it was like 1/3. I think, so first off, the golds are the most difficult to get in the set. That is the least frequent thing that I see is the full art golds. But for sure. But if you think about it, like people, let's take Burning Shadows, for instance, okay? Most hated set for quality control. But guess what? If you got a good Zard, it's now more valuable because of that. I don't know, dude. Like we had, I feel like we had 3 golds out of a case, and then we had no golds out of a case. It's pretty random, it feels like. You have yet to see one pull? Well, hopefully in this next break I can pull one for somebody. which more spots have yet to be taken. People are really sleepy. I mean, I get it though. We literally had release like 1 day ago. All right, we got another spot taken to 23. If we could fill through 24 today, that's a good day for me, honestly. Especially like a day after release. Because we went hard this weekend. Yeah, there's more spots open. You forget? Did you forget my name? I don't know. My name is Beach. Hello. The newest set in your opinion? Well, listen. There's always going to be a set as a person that you're going to like or dislike. It's just the way it is. And you're getting quadruple Beige Bucks if you buy in for today only. $23 is almost full. I'm updating spots as we go. You were just shocked normally. You always have at least one chase card. Kelcleon is your favorite because of Dr. Dolittle. Still waiting on. Has Kelcleon not had like an EX? Like a full art? Because like that was a pretty. It was a pretty prominent Pokemon like in Gen 3. Let me lay these out. Like, it was literally a barrier in Gen 3. Like, you had to encounter it. I don't know if, like... Personally, like, I feel like its passive would never, like, work out in a favorable position. Because it, like, takes the type of the last move that was used on it. It makes it a headache to deal with, but, like, I feel like you can't really find an advantage there. I guess, like, it'll be, like, resistant to the same attack twice. A Topps card? What? Still want to see Electabuzz? Electabuzz... Didn't Electabuzz just have a card? Or am I remembering it incorrectly? No, I'm saying in a set. Is he not a 151, or I'm thinking of Kangaskhan? Yeah, there's spots open for today, Frost. I don't think he was in 151. Never mind. Dude, but that's really weird because like I could like see the card, but it like doesn't exist. I could like visualize it. Okay, I think it's full. So we got another break with spots available, but be wary, it may fill very quickly. Gilbert, your name, for some reason, like, indented itself every time I copied and pasted it. So it made it really fun for me to put your name in the sheet, which is not your fault. You didn't do anything. It's just sometimes it does that. I'd hit backspace every time. Yeah, 23 is good to go. And 24 is filling up quick, so if you want to get in, I wouldn't wait too long. Let me randomize. Sven, you sniped that last spot. Let's see what you get for that. Carlos, pretty good. Well, if it fills up quick, I'll add another couple just in case people still want to get in. Oh, great. I didn't match the number to the first break. Hopefully people don't get confused. They'll still see your name. And JT, so like the point I was going to make to what you said, where like you thought that there would be a chase or you didn't like, you're not enthusiastic about this set. Here's what happens though. In like 3 years, everyone will be that, like everyone who wasn't enthusiastic about it will be enthusiastic about it because it's no longer available. It's just, I've seen it happen for what's going to be 7 years now. It's nonstop. It happens the same way every time. This set. He was talking about this set. Yes, there is. Including one of those... I'm not. I have 7 years of seeing the same thing that where I can confidently say that it happens every time. Evo was probably the most hated. And I bought a pallet of it years ago. But I'm the idiot, right? If there's spots available for us, that's the one you could buy into. People said the set was garbage. I hate this set. Overprinted was the word used when people just they regurgitate what some person posted on Reddit who had no idea what they were talking about. I looked at it and I see literally all the original Gen 1 Pokemon the 3 starters having like 3 or 4 rarities, and I'm scratching my head and I'm saying, this is the set that people hate? Incorrect. So I just bought and I waited. You two want to trade? What do you want to trade? I'll give you a second to trade. Because I know you both have been chasing both literally like your opposite spots. But here's like the reality of it is people hate on all sets on release. People hated on Hidden Fates. I was there. I opened a lot of Hidden Fates. There were people that did not like it. Then the years after, then they appreciated it. Red for trainer? I'm assuming by red you mean fire. But yes. We're just going to do colors and shapes now. I took my marker into my car so I could write Gilbert's name on a box so Nick knew. Gilbert, this is your fault, damn it. I gotta find my box of markers, which is right here. I got a whole box of Sharpies, dude. If Sharpies ever become the world's currency, I'd be like lower middle class, but I could buy like a little bit of food. Oh, it's still got the fine point on it too. I can not make a mess on this paper. You're leaving it. He knows I'm kidding. All right, 23. Good luck, everybody. 24 is the next one to fill. But yeah, Frostcross. I answered your question, right? Sorry, I was like talking to a lot of people at once. Didn't mean to, but I tried to answer your question. I'll throw up a couple more just in case people still want to get their feet wet. Dude, why is Snapchat texting me notifications? It's driving me nuts. Update the list? Yes. What did I print? Did I print without updating it? You used to buy before spots with you? Oh, Snapchat? Honestly, I don't even use it. But if you turn off notifications, it turns all the notifications off. So like even if you get a message. So they tied the notifications to like your message notifications. Maybe they're texting me because I turned it off. And Frost, you were in here not too long ago. So for sure I'll remember you. Even if it was a long time ago. Wagria. Well, I wasn't stealing it. I think he meant streaming. Yeah, I did start on Facebook, though. Yeah, you were stealing, dude. It's a heavy accusation. I do not conduct theft, thievery. Only in Sea of Thieves. Dude, Facebook is literally... It's not even a... It's so full of bots that, like, I'm not sure if anyone even uses it anymore. I don't know how it's, like, hasn't been overtaken by, like, another thing yet. Yeah, well, if you're driving, just watch, don't type. I want you to be safe. Everything, dude. Literally. Iron leaves, very nice. And it's like, its UI is garbage. As a person who, like, I still stream on there just to notify people that I'm live so they can come watch on Twitch. It regularly, like, malfunction and doesn't work. I have to, like, it's crazy. I remember, too, I've been logged in on Facebook on this computer since I bought it, so, like, probably coming up on 5 years now. And it logged me out randomly. And then I had to verify my identity by, like, scanning in an ID. And then you just have to wait. There's no one you could talk to or ask. If I was only streaming on Facebook, I would be literally, like, unable to stream. If that happens. Well, we just got the regular, right? I still remember when people were like, dude, Facebook is stepping it up. It's going to sink Twitch. It's like a coin toss if you could even get a stream running on there. I don't know what the hell people were thinking. Also, at this point, like, as a business, I would not pay to, like, advertise on Facebook. You're advertising to bots, literally. It's a waste of money. But I promise you, there's still people out there advertising on it. Chat that. That's a clean half art right there. I think Chatot in the games is probably one of the worst Pokemon, though. It looks cool, but, like, it's garbage. It's like a new gen Shuckle. Shiny is nice. I mean, pretty much every shiny is nice, except Raichu's my favorite Pokemon, who got a slightly brown off color. No, this is what they need to do universally for shinies. Shiny is supposed to be like the craziest thing ever, right? Craziest thing visually is the opposite of whatever the regular color is. So the opposite of the color wheel. That's all they need to do. It's so easy, but they don't do it. I'm pretty sure like if you have like some sort of like Illustrator like application, it would like you press a button and it just does it. I don't know what would be the opposite of orange. Would it be like purple? I think. I don't have the color wheel memorized. I wasn't required to do that. Just guessing. It also really weirds me out that like they use like only like 3 colors to mix and it makes every color imaginable. Like cyan or whatever. Or magenta. Looks like a burned marshmallow. Doesn't surprise me. Why would they make my favorite Pokemon A, have hits or look cool? Like, why would they do that? And I still don't know what this dragon egg thing is, but I don't care enough to like look it up. Have they ever made like a Pokemon egg as a card? I don't think they have. Yeah, but like what is the event? Whenever you see this egg, do you get an egg? Do you get like a gift card to like go to a breakfast place? Like what's going on with this event? The song. Is that not an egg that I'm looking at? Is it supposed to be a drum? No, it is an egg. But out of the egg, it's ice and like I. So I caught it. Do I get anything, or I need to have that special symbol? Might be an Easter thing. And what does the dragon egg do? I can hatch it? Do I have to walk around with it like a Tamagotchi? Which Pokemon had a similar thing, I think. Dragon scales, so you can evolve a dragon type. But like, the thing I don't understand in this game is, one of the requirements to evolve certain Pokemon is you have to catch what it evolves into. So like, how do they expect you like to care? I'm not even gonna look at it. Like if I had a Pikachu and I wanted to evolve it into Raichu, I have to catch a Raichu first. Oh, they're doing a collab, dude. They're doing a collab with House of Dragon. I'm surprised HBO collabed with them or signed off on it. I'm just gonna say it. She had 3 dragons in the show, and she lost them way too easily. She was very careless and reckless with them. I don't know why they didn't put like armor on the dragon. I thought you said Waking Wake for a second, and it made me hurt my head. That's an alt trainer, by the way. Gilbert. The man who knits. Salvatore. Gilbertino means little Gilbert. It's been a minute since we've seen Entei. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like we didn't even see it on Saturday. No, Entei. Triceratops Entei, better yet. If they could just pick random names out of a hat, so can I. Suicune is Velociraptor. Water, Velociraptor. Start naming stuff like Caveman. Straight Unga Bunga mode. This is table, flat. Flat table. Ho-Oh and Lugia. A large bird. And this is me just keeping the theme of whoever's naming the future and past Pokemon right now. I'm speaking into mounted microphone. If I continue this, I'm going to require medical attention. You understand? Because I'm going to be sleeping in a hospital bed. Raging Bolt. This is beautiful card. I just imagine the person who came up with it. That's how he talks. That's just one word. That's 2 syllables. It's not keeping the theme. I would get that medication from prescribing doctor. See? No, because if you're going to ridicule a person who's clearly inept in the job that they're working, you have to do it properly. Do it with some pizzazz, some style. this is beautiful card. If I don't stop, dude, I'm going to end up like that person. I'm going to start like talking that way. Exactly. And then when they don't update tracking, I get emotional damage. One of the occasions where I had the post office not updating the tracking was on a very important purchase. That was when I purchased my first edition Charizard. I literally, they were like, I watched the Ring doorbell camera and they said I wasn't home, and I was. This guy, it might have been Usain Bolt. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen someone pin a note to my door and sprint as fast as they did to say that I wasn't home. And they didn't knock. I had to like legitimately wait for the truck to get back to the post office, because like I was like, I'm not leaving this up to chance. I'm waiting here. And they were giving me attitude. I was like, no, dude. We're not doing this. No, they just... I don't know why, dude. Like, if you get a post office employee that, like... He probably just hated, like, our neighborhood, or maybe even me, even though I was never rude. But, like, whenever they have to knock on a door for a package, I feel like they just put the sticker immediately. They don't even knock on the door. And it drives me nuts. Because it was, like, signature confirmation needed. It wasn't like they could just leave it there. That's why, as soon as I moved here, dude, new post office person, I was very nice to him. I brought out a water. I was like, here, man, you thirsty? It's a hot day out there. Hey, I'll tell you what, he takes care of me. Same with the garbage man, too. Well, it's how I treat people in general, until they give me a reason not to. That Full Art Caesar is clean, with a capital K. Well, beige, clean is spelled with C. I know it is, but I like to say the wrong thing sometimes because it's fun. Oh, 100%. One thing that I'm gonna get done this year very, very quickly is the city gives free mulch, and all the mulch is gone already from last year because that's just how it works with wind and everything. But that's gonna be a fun process. I gotta tarp off my truck and then just. I think what I need to do is like, instead of like coming back, spreading it, I need to like just make multiple trips until I have enough and then spread it. Because I would like get a load of it, spread it, but you get tired quicker. An SUV, sorry. Are you one of those people that has a pickup? You're like, that's not a truck, bro. It's not. It's an SUV. I call it a truck because that's how I describe it. It's bigger than a car. Sorry. Should be. Real shame. Very, very dishonorable, dude. I bring shame to my house. Chevy. Tahoe. It was my first new car in my entire life because before that were some very very interesting used vehicles. They were still SUVs, but they were just not new. I had a GMC. It lasted a while. I think I drove it until like 250,000 miles. It was a Yukon. I traded that in. Dude, I beat the crap out of that car. And before that was the OG Dodge Durango, dude. I think it was like an 03 or something. Where I literally did so much stuff to that car. That's because it's in the next break, dude. You got a Fari giraffe, though. It's going to be in the next break, and I'm just going to ask you not to be mad at me when it does come out. I'm sorry in advance. Unless you have the spot and I pull it for you, then I told you so. Nick did not count out the case. He did it perfectly for the entire release until now. Where a 3-boxer, there was not enough boxes left in the case. If you have dark, I thought you said you wouldn't be in the break, and I was like, then where would you be, dude? But now I see that's not what you said. And also, like, the first couple trips of mulch, I was just using a shovel and putting it in the car. And then my caveman innovator brain was like, me use bucket, it goes faster. So I bought a bucket And I was like, this is the best thing ever. I was like an innovator. It was like I discovered the wheel. So the bucket's going to be making a big comeback. And Eric, I do remember you, my friend. Sorry, Eric Berto. Honestly, dude, I don't think I've ever seen that name before. You are the first Eric Berto that I've ever encountered. Well, again, since you came back, but for a second time. What nationality is that, if you don't mind me asking? Is it just Latino? Gilbert, you did not get dark. You did get fire, though. Bro, man, you got dragon. You be getting some dragon heads. Let's go. What did you say last name? Oh, Mexican? Okay. That's dope. One, two, three, four, five. What set am I forgetting? Hold on 1 second, guys. sorry. Tetsnick is Mia today? He was just in here. He could be listening and not watching chat. Okay, so is there any confirmed trades before I start opening? Killjoy, what's up, dude? Thank you for that sub. How have I been? I've been doing pretty good. Just come off of release weekend. It was fun. Sunday, I did the gaming channel. Electric for Steel, is it confirmed? Are you both of those spots? If you are, I'm going to be very upset, dude. Beyond upset. You were both spots. I caught you. Where are you at, Mr. Saxon, if you're not home? You out and about, dude? Are you on the lam? Running from the law? No, I know, Gilbert. I wouldn't actually get upset over something that's stupid. My cousin just came from there. So I'm just going to assume because you're two people that were in the same state that you were just together. So I hope you guys had a good time. If you can't whisper anyone, Gilbert, reload. I've had that happen to me before. Where did we go? Country music capital. Was that Memphis? No. Dude, it's Monday and my brain, there you go, Nashville. My brain is like, you got like one guy in the office up there and he does not, like, he's not having a good time right now. All the phones are ringing and he's thinking about quitting. What did I tell you, dude? Apparently Nashville is the bachelorette capital of the world, like for bachelorette parties. You would think Vegas. No, Nashville. I don't know why. No, I don't. I would say I'm a stay-at-home dad, but I don't have kids. What did I tell you, dude? I am full-time pack opener, dude. And the gaming channel, too. For fun. I mean, I wasn't lying that it was in this break, though. I did say, like, hey, it's in this break. This is out of the same box, too. But the box on top might have been from the new case. I don't know. You speak too soon, sir. There's a lot of packs in front of me right now. If I was on the last couple packs, maybe. You're saying that just so I prove you wrong. Don't abuse it, dude. Freely, you don't have a present, you silly goose. I still don't know, like, when those are obtained or how to obtain them. Sometimes I've had it. I think I've had it once. Fairy giraffe. Needed verification. Like through Twitch? It should have told you. How do you have a night ball? I don't even know how to... I'm switching to Ultra Balls after I run out of Great Balls, though, because the Great Balls just aren't doing it anymore. I feel like the catch rate has gone down. For Wednesday, it'll be the first breaks that are combined with different sets for Temporal. A full art Caesar, though. Hello. I'm like still deciding in my head, should I be full degenerate and go for that that mount for playing that game that I streamed yesterday. Like, it's gonna be a rough grind, but I've done worse a lot. I've done the worst. Do it? Kind of have to. I feel like I already knew that I was going to, but like giving myself like the illusion of choice. I have to see how much time I have to do that. I didn't even hit level 10 yet, dude, and I feel like I've played so much. I need to be not fixated on the levels and it'll go by faster. I check after every game like an idiot. That's the wrong way to do it. You just gotta just keep playing, don't even look. Like, the grind in Sea of Thieves took me, like, legit, like, I want to say it was 4 months. Where, like, that's all I streamed and that's all I played. I'm happy I did it because it's, like, impossible to get now. There's so many cheaters. There was a lot of cheaters when I was doing it, but like now it was like every queue. Because like you'll still get progress on losses, but if you were to just like do loss farming in Sea of Thieves for it, you would need 3,000 losses versus like 500 wins. Which, that's rough. How is that Black Flag game doing? Because I watched a couple videos of gameplay and I was like, that is not a good game. Like, there's, like, the ship interactions are horrible. It could have since changed, though. I feel like it's been a couple months since I even looked at it. I haven't heard a thing about it. It's probably because it died already. That was pretty recent. I think that was like within a month ago. Sea of Thieves is available on PlayStation now. But that's like, dude, Microsoft's big play is making their games available on PlayStation. They're probably not going to make another gen of Xbox, but now their games are on everything, and PlayStation, it kind of forces their hand. If they don't do the same thing back, they look like the enemy. Well, PC is always going to be better, but it's convenience if you already have a PlayStation or an Xbox. I don't think we're too far away from just the only console left is going to be Nintendo, literally. I want to say like the next, you sold your PS5 to wait for the Pro. Do you have a PC, Gil? Like, I'm just asking because I'm curious to know what drives people to buy another console versus a PC. Because you could technically, like, people say, like, oh, I don't want to use mouse and keyboard. You could plug it in a controller. You could hook it up to the TV. Just genuine curiosity. That's an alt. Specs are always going to be better, but I'm not even like being snobby about it. I understand people. I mean, you got to do whatever makes you happy. You could use any controller you want. Cost or space. Dude, I would hold off on buying the next PlayStation because like there's some weird stuff going on in that part of the industry right now. I have a feeling like PlayStation's going to be like left out to dry with the moves that Microsoft is making. So is the Pro more expensive, or is it just the next gen, like PlayStation whatever number? Bianca's Devotion. It's faster and everything downloads faster. So they put a little bit better components in it. Did Fighting get any good cards yet? I think you got maybe an EX, but we still got a lot left. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Fighting is one of the golds. And we have yet to see a gold out of this case. It's a slim, not like... You're a perfection. I haven't seen you in a minute. Where you been? Also, how's your leg doing? Your knee, specifically. Not a weirdo just asking about her leg. The last console I had was Xbox One, and I literally used it for Netflix, and then I had a smart TV, and then I didn't need it anymore, so I sold it because I had a PC. Like I said, like I'm not like looking down at people who have consoles because I get it. Dragon got a couple hits already. What you mean? Negative Nancy over here. You've been having a lot of stuff. Knees better. Your back is. Oh man. Oh yeah, you don't gotta explain yourself. I'm just making sure you're okay. Curiosity, because of your leg, I wonder if that's connected to the back issues. Because it totally could be. And of course, sorry for your loss. It pretty much is. I've never had a herniated disc, but like, I had such severe back pain one time that like I literally passed out from it and I couldn't move. I feel for you because back pain is probably the worst thing that you could ever experience. Do you have a TENS unit? Because that has literally like saved my life on multiple occasions. If I didn't have a TENS unit, I probably wouldn't be able to stream when I was having like neck issues. It helps sometimes. It doesn't fix the problem, but like you're able to function because of it. See, they gave me a muscle relaxer, and it literally did nothing. I was in bed for like 3 days, and then forced my... Like, you have to force yourself to stretch every day. Well, you could take it at work, but it wouldn't be ethical or safe, probably. And as soon as, like, I love how, like, if you have to prescribe that, they immediately look at you and they're like, you're a druggie. And it's like, they're asking me all the questions, like, have you been addicted before? But I literally looked at the guy. I'm like, dude. I was like, I don't even want a bottle of it. Just give me one so I can walk home, literally. Well, yeah, I mean, naturally. But, like, you just had surgery, and, like, that is, like, paralyzing the amount of pain that back pain is. That's the worst thing, is, like, if you can't get in a comfortable position to sleep, then, like, your health deteriorates, and, like, you can't have that. And that was fighting full art, by the way. That sleeve just did not want to go in that top layer. When I, like, after I had those back issues, that, like, mentally made me lose weight, literally. Because I was severely overweight at that point. I guess, like, severely, like, in a minor case, probably, but, like, in my eyes. Which is not the same issue you're dealing with. You literally had, like, a torn meniscus. I'm getting back into it. It's still, like, never as close as bad as I was. Oh, 100%. And then I was sick for a month and a half, and that, like, put a nice damper on my gym progress, but I went back Sunday, yesterday. I'm back. What I could say to you is I can feel, I know exactly how you feel. I've been through one of those stages where it's like bad thing after bad thing. There will be a time where then there's no bad. I promise you. And you appreciate it that much more. But as you're going through it, I feel for you, and I know it sucks, and I'm sorry. Welcome, Chucky. Gave you COVID for Christmas? What a Christmas present. The gift that keeps on giving. It's like getting one of those, like, assorted chocolate things from, like, a not immediate relative. Yeah, 100%. And it's hard to be optimistic. Especially, like, in the face of a bunch of negative things. And I get that. I'm sorry that you're going through that. But, like, if you, like, ever want to talk to anybody, like, if you ever want to talk about it in here, just to, like, vent, I welcome that, like, literally. But you know that already. Are you still doing physical therapy for your leg? Well, it's even better because you're a part of it. By the way, another dragon hit. Dragon. Listen, if I didn't have you guys in here, I wouldn't have gotten through COVID. I would have lost my mind. Whenever I was streaming, it's all the other stuff didn't matter. Yes, I just said that. Update, dragon hit. Yes. And you got one of the rarest hits right there, Eric Berto. Clean. That is disgusting. In this set, the golds are the rarest hits, 100%. You did get a trainer out, yeah. They're closing the claim, but I did start PT for your back, doing home stuff because insurance. Well, yeah, here's the thing, like, when you do the physical therapy, once like you learn the stretches and what you need to do outside of like using, medical equipment, it's okay to like just do it at home. That's what my dad did. Because insurance is really like just out to like never pay for anything. Even if you have a good one. The gold, it's like one of the rare. There's 6 golds in the entire set. They are the hardest to pull. Not better. Like I can't say that like I've had experience with like, you said like the surgery was like incorrect or whatever. Like the first doctor screwed it up. So like, I wouldn't know what to do like beyond going back to the doctor if physical therapy, like it's meant to like get better eventually, even if it takes like 6 months. Oh, you got very lucky. Oh, what is that? Is that an alt dragon? I think that, I think that's a dragon symbol. Isn't that something? You're so nervous if you need another shirt. It'd be very insane. It would not be ideal. And I hope for your sake that that is not the case. Any dragon, any lizard. That card is like the alt Aerodactyl, 100%. And there's another card too that's like, that looks prehistoric like that, and it belongs right next to it. Oh look, is that 2 out of the same box? I don't remember. Might have a busted box on our hands here. Now they're fighting. You got 2 of those. You've had some people who have had surgery for it, and they say it helped a lot, and you had the opposite as well. The back is a scary place. Well, the back is a byproduct of having to compensate for a leg that's, recovering, which is, it makes it like just, it makes it so like inconvenient. I understand the pain you're going through because like, especially like if there's like stress on the sciatic nerve, it like just locks up your body. It's a nightmare. And I've had it happen where like lately it's been the connective tissue between my shoulder blade and my back. From when I stream like this, my arms are extended. So like eventually like it'll get irritated. Hasn't happened more often lately, especially since I started working out again. But it like makes it so like I can't even like turn my head. Sciatic nerve pain. Yeah. But like if you had someone look at it, they said it was a byproduct of having, the leg surgery. What? Who was that recently? It's been a minute since I've seen his name. If I saw his name, it was another person he also streamed, but like now he's an accountant or something. He literally, he was telling me, like I think in the gaming channel, he had so much back issues that like he eventually just like not removed, but like burned the nerve endings so he would no longer have pain. Like that was like the best solution that they could give him, which is crazy. Well, like it's not even cover. Like it's going to happen when you're compensating. If like one leg can't, has to compensate for the other one, you're going to have issues. That's just part of the process. Which sucks, but like it's, it makes recovering that much more painful. Because then you have to deal with a problem stemming from the original. Oh God. Yeah, I was not meant to be a doctor, I can tell you that. Because even reading that like made my like body like cringe. Like it just like, is that where they remove like your pain receptors, your nerves anyway? You got the non-alt next to the alt. She can control it through what? You could just turn off your pain receptors via phone app? What is this? This is the future. Wait, what? Does she have a USB port in her body now? She's a robot, dude. What happens if they switch like the chargers up again? Does she have to go back in? And that's a horrible joke, but like I feel like I needed to make it. Like when they switched to USB-C, I feel like I had to buy so many chargers. She has to that is crazy. That is like I've never heard of that before. And took care of 4 kids? Jeez, dude. Well, like it sucks, but like because they are addictive, they like you can get addicted to them. But like if you need them to function, like it sucks. It's just the way it is. He was Mormon. Listen, you're Mormon until you get some back issues, and then you gotta like figure it out. I can tell you that. All religions aside, like if you got back pain, you got to deal with it. Can't use like a healing crystal or whatever these people be doing these days. Let me put this Himalayan rock salt next to me while I sleep, and my back will just magically be healed. Some essential oils. Oh, 100%. Once you've been through like that's a traumatic experience, not like a fast like you know you almost died or something near death experience. It's just it's trauma because you're dealing with pain over a long period of time. Mr. Saxton's got like every different Pokeball, and I'm just a pleb using Great Balls. My dad he got shoulder surgery because he had a barb in his shoulder, which is bone protruding through muscle. So they have to like cut you open and shave the bone down. Which he's like well into physical therapy now, but like he couldn't move his shoulder at all. And he was in constant pain because a bone is ripping through his muscle. Oh, I have an immense pain tolerance. It doesn't, just because you're tolerant towards it doesn't make it like any better. It still sucks. It's not something like walk it off. Like it's real pain. Like it's what it is. And if it's like progressive where it stays with you, it's not like it's gonna get better. It gets worse. Because it's not like a sharp pain where you're like, ooh. It's just continuous pain. Which there's a big difference. That was a solid break, by the way. Grats on the alts, grats on the golds, full arts, all everything. Grats everybody. That was a good one. Not doing nearly what I was doing before. Yes, dude. There was. Were you even watching? What are you doing over there? Doing some like Mad Libs in your house? Watering your chia pet? In order to pay the doctors, you have to work. Stuff is pretty backwards right now, and I feel for you, and I'm sorry for that. Even though, like, I'm sorry you have to go through it. Watering the concrete, you got to make sure. Well, if in a couple of years, like hopefully technology progresses and you could just get a robot, like they'll just replace parts of you. Just swap it out for a newer model. Like this one's got Wi-Fi or something. Well, apparently you said your aunt like plugs in her back like a USB, like she's like an e-tron or something. She's just a cyborg now. She runs off of electricity. But for real though, like in all seriousness, your perfection, I'm not even gonna say I hope it will get better. It sucks right now, but like later it won't suck. Turn your body in for a newer model. I mean, at that point, we're probably not too far off of that if we make it that far. You know, it will one way or another. It just sucks. Oh, in the meantime, there's nothing I could say to like make it better, and there's nothing anyone can say because you're still going through it. It sucks, but it will get better, and you'll appreciate when everything's good that much more because that's just the way it goes. Damn, Mr. Sachs, you climbing, dude. You'll be top 10 one day. But other than that, guys, keep an eye on the website because Wednesday we're mixing this set in with the other sets. And the bounty is still on. The next gold Snorlax gets a case. Did you add points for your spot too? I already know you did. 100%. I love it. Honestly, dude, never change, please. In your perfection, it's good to see you in here. You're always welcome in here, even if you're talking about your robot knee. Well, of course you have. You have life. You're going through some stuff. I wouldn't like you don't have an obligation to me. Like you're here. Like I want you to be here out of enjoyment, you know. But you can't enjoy it if you're going through stuff. I hope everything's okay. And I know everything will get better. Well, there has to be. And if there isn't, you make it an up. Of course. If you ever need to vent, I'm always, I'm always here. But I love every single one of you guys. I'll see you tomorrow on the gaming channel. You don't think you miss a stream until this year? But you're perfection. Like you you are going through stuff. Like it's okay. Obviously, it doesn't need to be said. Like there's no obligation. If you need to do something, you need to do something. I'm here like whenever you want to be here, you know? I appreciate every single one of you, and you guys have a good rest of your evening. Tomorrow on the gaming channel, we will watch me degenerately grind this for this mount in a game. I'm happy